How to not feel guilty when you're forced to set boundaries with narcissists. For many of us, we are empathic, passive, and go with the flow when we get into a relationship with a narcissist. And when they start to step over our boundaries, it's really hard for us to stand up for ourselves. But if you cannot get out of a relationship with the narcissist right away and go no contact, then the only other option you have is to put up firm boundaries and stick to them no matter what. And know that when you do put up a firm boundary, the narcissist is going to try to step over it because that is their personality. They can't help it. They will just do it time and time again. And that will force you to have to go no contact as a result of keeping that boundary. So you're going to go no contact either way, probably at some point. But how do you do this without feeling guilty about it when the narcissist inevitably starts to shame you for being a human with their own thoughts, feelings, and boundaries? The first step is to understand for yourself that when people have actions, there are consequences to those actions. This is part of an understanding that you have as an adult. If a narcissist is being abusive towards you, if you tell them not to do something, not to say something because it will trigger you, because it is morally offensive to you, and they do that, there has to be consequences to those actions. The consequences not being that you yell and scream and get toxic back, the consequence being that you remove yourself from the situation and they no longer have access to the beautiful, amazing human that you are. This is not something that you have to explain to them. This is something that you have to know yourself. If somebody abuses you, there is the consequence of you no longer taking that abuse. They can choose to do that, and you can choose to remove yourself. When you say to them, you absolutely cannot yell at me, I have childhood trauma from being yelled at or whatever it is, and they continue to yell at you over and over, the only option you have at that point is to walk away. Now, for somebody who really cares about you, they're going to do everything that they possibly can to make you feel comfortable within that boundary. They're going to go to anger management. They're going to read anger books. They're going to go to couples counseling. They're going to go on a run when they get upset. They're going to do everything they possibly can not to yell at you because you told them not to. You have got to be willing, no matter how codependent or trauma bonded you are at this point, to walk away from a situation where the person is not treating you like a human. There is absolutely nothing wrong with directly teaching people how to treat you through open adult communication.